Hi, I'm Rebecca Olson, CEO of the Maryland Association of CPAs. This year, we're thrilled to once again host the MACPA Foundation's Women to Watch Awards. We're excited to celebrate 30 amazing female leaders in our profession. And these awards not only recognize their success and contributions, but also inspire the next generation of leaders. Join me now for a brief interview with one of our incredible honorees, and we hope to see you in person on September 26th at our Women to Watch Awards breakfast. So Monica with Baker Tilly, you want to introduce yourself?
Absolutely. Monica Dalwadi. I'm the managing principal for the DC and Maryland metro region for Baker Tilly. I've been with the firm for 20 years and I'm a proud CPA.
Awesome. Monica, I wondered if you might tell us, and I'm sure there's a ton of them, but if you had to pick like one accomplishment in your career that you are most proud of, what would you say that would be?
For my one accomplishment I'm most proud of, I would say that I've been so lucky through my career to have so many different opportunities given to me. And I had the chance to work on a year-long study on disruption in the human services industry and sector. I spent time talking to futurists, talking to practitioners, talking to business leaders, reading novels on the topic, and put together a whole report on what would be game changing in the industry to help organizations really think provocatively about how to solve big challenges in human services. And this took all of my mental energy, some of my physical energy to create the work, to present it. But it was so fascinating and not something you would think about in the realm of what a CPA does, but it was a lot about gathering information, collecting it, presenting it back, finding new ways to analyze and look at it. And so it was really rewarding to get to work on something that helped people think differently about their role, their organization, and how to help our broader community.
Wow. What an opportunity. Yeah, to not something you would think of a CPA doing, but
Hmm.
to take a step outside of, our world and to be able to look at those things and then bring those insights to others that's amazing. So in that work, then you probably saw, and I guess the work was because our profession is rapidly changing, right? The whole world is rapidly changing. Technology,
Yes.
so many things going on. If you were to give an advice to a young person entering our profession, based on some of that research that you've seen, what would you tell them to do? How should they focus their studies, or what might be different that you would tell them to do based on the environment we are in now?
Yes, I would tell them that even more than when I started in this profession 20 years ago, clients are looking for that really strong business advisor and confidant, someone who knows and can share the hard truths beyond the numbers. So you want to be really savvy in the industries that you work in, just the way that you would study a subject in school. You will study a client's business, you will study a client's industry. You will know your information technically, but then you'll focus on what's happening in the market, what's happening with their competitors, what's happening in their leadership circles, and how do you provide an outside perspective, taking into account what you might be looking at in their financials or what's happening in the broader marketplace, so you can give that really strong advice that's out there. And that's what clients are looking for, that next level of support and guidance and how to move their business forward.
Absolutely. Goes way beyond the numbers, right?
Exactly.
It's the strategy and advisory, and it's all about people. We're a people
Mhm.
profession, not a numbers profession. We think of ourselves as a
Yes.
numbers profession, but it's a people business. So that's amazing. One of the things that I've seen in, especially I think women uh, who really excel in their careers, is they've had a mentor or somebody that's come alongside them, or somebody, even if it was outside of the profession, a parent or a grandmother that really inspired them. Is there someone like that for you that really inspired you on your journey?
There really is. I was so fortunate to have many, many mentors along the way, but I had one particular mentor, a male managing partner at our firm, who, when I was a senior, gave me the chance to work on really high profile engagements and projects. And then when I asked to work on different types of projects, ones where he wasn't even the partner on them, he said, yes, go, try that out, figure out what you want to do. Then he told me, you know what? I think what's going to really benefit you in your career is becoming a CPA. And I didn't have the credits. at the time. And he was like, we will put you through school, get your credits, get an MBA, get that ability to serve the next level. So as a senior manager, I got my CPA. I don't recommend that to anybody that I've worked with, but to have somebody to encourage you to try different projects, to learn what you would like to do, to encourage you to become that CPA, to provide the resources
Mm.
to actually make that a reality, and then help, nominate and advocate for me to become a principal, to become in the managing principal role. It's just been a fantastic way of hearing, the candid advice that I
Mm.
needed to hear at the time, and then giving the structures to actually move ahead. And so I would say combination of not only mentor, but sponsor as well.
Oh, absolutely. That is fantastic to have somebody that can see that in you and then willing to invest, right?
Hmm.
I think all of us need to see how we're doing that for others, right? How are we
Yes.
continuing that? And that's it's part of this process in the Women to Watch Awards is to give those shining examples, inspire others really in this journey. Uh, MACPA also has been on this journey over the last year or so to really change the narrative in some ways about what we think of when we think of CPAs. Not just what we think of internally, how we talk about the work that we do, but also the public and how they view us. Because I think sometimes our work is a little bit hidden, right? In spreadsheets or documents or presentations,
Hmm.
and the CEOs and the boards certainly appreciate it, but how do we make it more visible? And so we thought about the impact that it has, and just really the purpose behind not just the CPA, but the accounting and finance profession and how it runs so much of our economy and society. And
Hmm.
so we're asking CPA members like yourself to think about their CPA purpose, their impact, and what inspires them. So I'm curious if you have down what you think is your CPA purpose.
Yeah, I would say my purpose is to help our clients and our team members succeed, and to really to change lives in that. If you look at DC, Maryland, Virginia, we have a huge income disparity between, very high performing and high income and very low income, and especially for people of color in brown and black communities, you see where there can be a lot lower level of income and that disparity that's there. And for part of what I do is to be that role model to others. I've
Mm.
seen women, I've seen people of color come up to me and say, okay, if you can do this, if you can have kids, if you can be a working mom and you can aspire to this level, maybe I can do this too. And I'm like, not only can you do this, you can change your life, the trajectory of your family's life, the level of reward you can get from this profession combined with the financial component. It will be a game changer for you and those around you. And so I think it's so important we're able to give back to the community in what we do. I'm highly involved in junior achievement, which has a very strong tie-in to all things financial literacy in children. And I want to use everything we do in this profession to be able to lift others and other communities around us to get us to more of that equality standpoint in the District, Maryland, and Virginia.
That's beautiful. Yeah, to use your skill set, the things you've learned, and then just your inspiration, your own story to inspire and show others how they can do the same is amazing. So one of the things that's consistent, we have two categories of the Women to Watch Awards and all of our honorees, emerging leader and experienced leader. And so the key common word there is leader. So I want you to fill in the blank here. Being a leader means what?
I'd say developing and empowering others to bring their best selves forward.
I mean, you can't get any better than that, right? It's about creating other leaders,
Mm-hmm.
not just followers, right? That doesn't help,
Exactly.
right? Creating other leaders. I love that. Thank you so much, Monica. It was great to chat and learn a little bit more about your story. And we'll see you in person on September 26th at the Women to Watch Awards, where we get to celebrate 30 amazing, amazing women in this profession. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Rebecca.